What's up everybody, it is Shane here for Waiting to be Seen, and I want to welcome you to this week's Vlog Friday. Some of you may remember that last year I had a bit of a failed vlog attempt towards the end of the year because I'd bought my new Sony a7 III, but the lens I had, the Tamron, the 24-70mm, was actually designed for use with an APS-C style sensor, and so that was a bit of a frustration. The good news though is that I was able to sell it. It went off to a lovely new home up in Tweed Heads, and I have bought myself 2 new lenses, and because I have that and I've got a few other little bits and pieces here and there, I thought that for this week's vlog I'm going to give you a little bit of a waiting to be seen kit bag tour in 2019 Stylz. Yeah, Stylz with a Z, because I'm so 1990s hip. This is how we do it. I'm going to be going through my kit, but I just want you to know that I'm not going to be covering the lights in my kit because that hasn't changed since the last time I actually talked about the lighting kit bag. So if you want to see that, just check out the card up here. Although if there's probably one piece of kit that I need for the lights, it might be some kind of soft light, whether that's an LED or something else. Different story altogether. That is not what today's vlog is about. So let me introduce you to the rest of the kit. Number one off the rank is my Sony. You guys already have seen this. This is the Sony a7 III. I've played around with it. That is the backbone of the whole kit for 2019, and I just want to say, as a quick aside, I'm not big enough with the channel to monetize by any stretch of the imagination. All of this actually goes towards use with my business, and Waiting to be Seen is actually a freelance business, video production business that I started last year here in Sydney, and so I have all of this kit to actually help me to do that job. I just have the benefit of them being able to use it for the vlog because I'm a creator and I have access to it. So there you go. That's just a little aside for you, just in case you were wondering, how on earth can he afford all of this stuff? It's through my business. Obviously, the camera is not sitting on its own at the moment. It is currently sitting in a frame, and this frame is a small rig frame, and that's the second part of my kit. I bought the frame because it gives you so much more flexibility. So, I mean, it's got a cold shoe up here, another cold shoe here. That doesn't really interfere with the hot shoe here if you want to set that up, and then I can pretty much attach almost anything to this and it's ready to roll. So it's a great piece of equipment, and I love this little handle on top. It gives me the flexibility to perhaps hold like this, or if I want to get a low shot, I can go low. And so there's the Sony, and there is the small rig. That's the second part. The third part of the kit is new lenses. I had the Tamron 24-70mm. It wasn't fit for purpose, and so I went out and I bought this. I went ahead and I bought a nifty 50. This is the Canon 50mm f1.8. It's great. Really, really fun little lens. In addition to the lens, I obviously need to have an adapter because the lens, being Canon, is an EF mount and the Sony body is an E mount. So there's the Sigma adapter. But that was the first purchase that I had, the new purchase, a nifty 50. Some of you will probably remember that I talked about having this. This is the Canon 70-200mm. It's one of the older models. It's not the new one, but it still has image stabilization. It still has autofocus, and it's a really, really good one. This is the f4. It's not the f2.8. That would be amazing to have, if I'm honest. So that's the second lens, and the new lens, I've still got it in my box. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will have seen that I was so excited because I just picked this bad boy up. This is Sigma 24mm 1.4 DG. It's part of their Art Series line. So look at that. It is big. It is heavy. This is the 50mm compared to the 24mm, right? It's so good, and if I just actually put it on for you, you'll be able to see what that looks like. Why don't we go outside for a bit and I'll show you just the one shot, and I'll basically give you the same shot so you can see what the 24mm looks like, what the 50mm looks like, and then what the 200mm looks like. So there you go, they are the lenses. That gives a lot of flexibility, and actually In addition to the Sony, I still have my Panasonic GH4 with the Metabones adapter. That will give me a lot of flexibility, cover a wide variety of shots and zoom lengths. I'm pretty happy to have those as the backbone to my kit. In addition to that then, I've talked about having my little Joby GorillaPod, but it was just this. Additional piece of kit that I bought was actually the ball head. There you go. Simple little addition, but my goodness, it makes such a difference. And speaking of tripods or stabilizers, whatever. In addition to that, just after Christmas, I finally received, sometimes having a tripod can be cumbersome. This is the Manfrotto monopod. And look, if I do this, it pulls out and it's so cool. Let's look at this, right? So that's one, that's two, and then, that's three. That is way out of the shot. I shared a picture on Instagram as well, standing next to it, and I'm just shy of 6 foot, and this stands above me. That's going to be fantastic. So I'm very excited to have this as part of the kit, especially because it came with this video specific head. So it pans, it tilts, it's got this lovely natural counterbalance with it, and very happy to have this. If there was a couple of pieces of kit that I would want to have, one of them I think would be a gimbal. To be honest, I'm holding off on the gimbal only because I actually paid for a Kickstarter. It was an Indiegogo project for MUI, which is a little slide rail system. Because that is being purchased, I paid for that, for the big package. I'm just waiting for delivery of that now. So once that arrives, that will be a good addition, because then that gives me some smooth, stabilized motion. That is why I have been holding off on the gimbal, even though I was this close. I was this close. Come the end of 2019, we'll see which way that has gone. Sometimes the sun is so bright if you're outdoors, or you just need to see your image a bit clearer than what you get on the viewfinder. Just having something that's a bit bigger and is perhaps full HD and just crystal clear and gives you a real punch makes a massive difference. And so that would be the other thing that is on my wish list for this year. So a gimbal and an external monitor. As at January 2019, that is the waiting to be seen kit bag. Yeah, man, I'm so excited about all of the possibilities for 2019, and I'm so glad that you've come along and you're interested enough to check out what kind of kit that I have for the business, and also because I have the business, I have the capacity to use it for the vlog. So super excited you're here. If you've enjoyed today's video, then consider clicking on the big old like button down below to let me know that you've watched it and you've enjoyed the content today. And if you're interested, why not consider subscribing to our channel? I'm releasing content week to week with the vlogs. I'm also releasing some business bits here and there when those are appropriately available. Click on YouTube's big old red subscribe button down below. Click on the notification bell right alongside that. Join the notification squad. YouTube, they do the rest. They make it so easy to follow the content creators you're interested in, and I'd love to have you on the journey with me for this year. On that note, I am done for this week's Vlog Friday. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is Shane for Waiting to Be Seen, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Really do. So have a great week, and we'll see you then.
That's gonna leave a mark.
What?